The Lamborghini Huracan. Just saying the name makes the hairs on your arms stand up, doesn't it? It's a name that whispers of untamed power and outrageous design. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. A bright yellow middle finger to sensible motoring. The Huracan is the wild child of the Volkswagen Group. It's the successor to the Gallardo. The Huracan, though, is a grown-up. A very, very angry grown-up. Right, let's talk about the way this thing looks. Because, let's be brutally honest, a Lamborghini has to look like it's just landed from another planet, or at the very least, like it's escaped from a top-secret military hangar. The Huracan does not disappoint. It's all sharp angles, aggressive creases, and a stance so low it could probably limbo under a reasonably athletic dachshund. It's a pure wedge, a design philosophy Lamborghini has championed for decades, honed to perfection. It's not beautiful in the classical sense, like an old E-Type Jaguar. No, this is brutal, purposeful beauty. It looks like it wants to pick a fight with the horizon and win. Every line seems to shout speed and get out of my way. The front end is pure aggression. Those Y-shaped headlights, a Lamborghini signature now, stare menacingly ahead, like the eyes of some predatory insect. The vast air intakes aren't just for show, they're gulping down atmosphere to feed the monstrous engine lurking behind your head and to keep the enormous brakes cool. Step over the wide sill, and it is a bit of a clamber, mind you, and you drop into the Huracan's cabin. The first thing that strikes you is how German it feels in places. Thanks to Audi's influence, Lamborghini is, after all, part of the VW empire. The switchgear mostly works, the air conditioning doesn't just blow warm Italian air at you, and things generally feel screwed together with a degree of precision that was, shall we say, historically optional in Sant'Agata. The hexagonal design theme from the exterior continues inside, on the air vents, the dashboard elements, and even the stitching. It's all very angular and purposeful. The driving position is low, very low. You feel like you're sitting on the tarmac, which is exactly where you want to be in a car like this. The seats, especially the optional carbon fiber racing buckets, are snug and supportive, ready to brace you against the ridiculous G-forces this car can generate. Ahead of you is a fully digital instrument cluster, configurable to show you whatever information you deem most important, usually the rev counter, red and angry right in the middle. Section 4, the beating heart, that magnificent screaming V10 engine. Now we come to the main event, the piece de resistance, the very soul of the Lamborghini Huracan, its engine. Nestled right behind your ears, sometimes visible through a glass cover just to taunt you, is a 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10. Yes, you heard that right, naturally aspirated. In an age of turbochargers and hybrid systems dulling the senses, Lamborghini has stubbornly, gloriously stuck to its atmospheric guns with this masterpiece, and the world is a better place for it. This isn't just an engine, it's a musical instrument, an orchestra of internal combustion, and a generator of pure, unadulterated joy. It's a snarling, howling beast of a thing. The numbers are, of course, suitably ridiculous. Depending on the Huracan variant, from the original LP 610-4 to the EVO, the Performance, the STO, or the Technica, you're looking at power outputs ranging from around 570 to well over 630 horsepower. Section 5, On the Road, a symphony of speed and occasional terror. So, you've admired the looks, you've settled into the fighter jet cockpit, you've prodded the V10 into life. What's the Huracan actually like to drive? In a word, explosive. Even in its softest strata mode, it's ferociously quick. The power delivery from that V10 is so immediate, so overwhelming, that your first few full-throttle applications will likely be accompanied by a string of involuntary expletives. The acceleration doesn't just push you back into your seat, it tries to merge your spine with the carbon fiber. 0 to 60? Around 3 seconds, give or take a blink. Top speed? North of 200 miles per hour. These are serious numbers, demanding serious attention. The Huracan, especially in its all-wheel drive guises like the EVO, puts its power down with astonishing efficiency. You can feel the clever electronics and the four-wheel drive system working beneath you, shuffling torque around, desperately trying to find traction, even as the V10 unleashes its fury. The steering is quick, direct, and full of feel, especially in the later models with rear-wheel steering. Section 6, Huracan versus the Paddock. How does it fare against rivals? The supercar world is a fiercely competitive arena, a gladiatorial pit where titans clash. The Huracan doesn't have the field to itself. Oh no, it faces a formidable array of rivals, each with its own unique blend of speed, style, and exotic appeal. Think of the Ferrari F8 Tributo, or its successor. Think of the McLaren Artura, or the 720S. Even Porsche, with its ever-evolving 911 Turbo S, throws a very serious, very German hat into the ring. So how does our raging bull from Sant'Agata stack up against this fearsome competition? Remarkably well as it happens, but for different reasons. The Ferraris, for instance, often feel a tad more delicate, more balletic in their handling. They dance where the Lamborghini perhaps bludgeons. The prancing horse has a certain mystique, a racing pedigree that's hard to ignore. However, their latest V8s are turbocharged, and while incredibly effective, they lack the spine-tingling, naturally aspirated shriek of the Huracan's V10. Section 7, the final roar, is the Huracan the ultimate supercar dream? So, after all the shouting, the V10 histrionics, and the fighter jet fantasies, where does that leave the Lamborghini Huracan? Is it the ultimate supercar experience? Well, ultimate is a strong word. It's subjective. What one person desires in a supercar, another might find utterly terrifying or impractical. If you want the most clinically efficient lap-time monster, perhaps a McLaren is your poison. If you desire everyday usability mixed with warp speed capability, a Porsche 911 Turbo S is hard to fault. If you crave that prancing horse badge and a certain Italian finesse, Ferrari beckons. Each has its undeniable allure, its own unique claim to the supercar throne. But the Huracan, the Huracan offers something unique, something that gets right under your skin and into your soul. It's the noise, first and foremost. That naturally aspirated V10 is an endangered species, a glorious defiant roar against the quiet hum of the electric future. It's an integral part of the experience, a constant, thrilling companion.